Voting began in the first phase in Myanmar's heavily restricted polls on Sunday. The ruling junta touts the exercise as a return to democracy 5 years after it ousted the last elected government, triggering civil war. Myanmar's junta leader Min Aung Hlaing claimed the country's elections as free and fair, despite being run by the military, which seized power in a coup 5 years ago.
Despite the ongoing civil war in the country and widespread violence undermining the process, Myanmar held its first general election since the 2021 military coup on Sunday. Now let us understand that why is Myanmar holding an election? Military ousted the elected government of Aung San Suu Kyi. Aung San Suu Kyi ousted in February 2021 coup, just when she was preparing for its second term in office. Generals accused Suu Kyi and her National League for Democracy party of electoral fraud. Suu Kyi, along with the party leaders, was detained. Junta pledged to hold an election by August 2023, pledged to restore a democratic system, but that was pushed back. Military lost control of swaths of the country, lost battles with ethnic minority rebels and anti-junta militias. NLD was among dozens of parties dissolved. Voting will be held in phases. Voting going on in phases on December 28th in 102 townships, on January 11th in 100 townships, January 25 in 63 townships, covering a total of 265 townships out of a total of 330. Junta Chief Min Aung Hlaing has acknowledged the polls. Dates for counting and results have not been publicized. Previous elections used a plurality system. Earlier, candidates with the most votes won the seats. In line with an army-drafted 2008 constitution, 25% of upper and lower seats were reserved for serving military personnel. Those personnel were selected by the Armed Forces Chief. Fate of key political parties are in fray. Only 6 parties are competing on a national level, with 51 contesting with a single region or state. Many parties from last 2 elections have disbanded and anti-junta rebels have opted out. Only junta-approved parties remain, including military's proxy Union Solidarity and Development Party. USDP had won last election held by a junta in 2010. USDP is fielding 1,018 candidates, a fifth of the total registered. USDP, led by former generals, was routed by NLD in landslides in 2015 and 2020 elections. In 2010, armed forces held 25% of legislature, with USDP allies expected to win many seats. Military will have power to influence who becomes the president, government formation, and judicial and civil service appointments. World also reacted to the Myanmar polls. The UN, Western countries and human rights groups call the system a sham to sustain military rule. The ASEAN bloc, including Myanmar, has called for a fair and inclusive election. Junta Chief Min Aung Hlaing has made a major diplomatic push this year to win support for polls. Military dismissed international criticism, asserting election lacked coercion and had public support. Junta spokesperson Zaw Min Tan said that election is for people of Myanmar, not international community. The junta that has since ruled Myanmar said the vote is a chance for a fresh start politically and economically. Bureau Report, TD India.